Kia is not a brand that immediately comes to mind when you hear the word pickup, but things are about to change. The Korean automaker is shaping up to take over the automotive industry with an all-new pickup truck that they just revealed, and we've got the scoop on it. Tasman is the name Kia has settled on for their upcoming pickup truck, and you might be left wondering why. Well, the Tasman name comes from Kia Australia, and the upcoming pickup's name is derived from the Tasman Sea, which separates the nations of Australia and New Zealand from each other. Additionally, this new Kia pickup's name also pays homage to Abel Tasman, the famous explorer who is credited for discovering the land down under. Kia plans to make this upcoming pickup truck a big player in the Australian market, so it is no wonder that its name can trace its roots there. In the company's own words, the Tasman has been crafted with a variety of work, trade, and leisure activities in mind. Corporate speak aside, given Kia's upward trend in the automotive world in the past few years, we do not doubt that this new pickup will ruffle some feathers and become a force to be reckoned with once the Korean manufacturer pulls the trigger on its production. In addition to the Australian continent, Kia also has plans to launch the new Tasman in other markets like Africa, the Middle East, and the company's motherland, Korea. Other pickup trucks have proven that to be a success in those markets, there needs to be some guts under the hood, and we're certain that you'll be happy to hear what we've scooped up about the Tasman's internals. In typical Kia fashion, there will be more than one powertrain on offer. What's got us the most excited is the 2.2-liter CRDI SmartStream turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine, which produces a healthy 210 horsepower and 310 foot-pound of torque. In a day and age where major car makers are shying away from putting out diesel engines, we have to admire Kia's choice to put their faith in the good old diesel engine. Although somewhat lacking in the power department, what makes diesels great is the heaps of torque they've got on offer, making them ideal for heavy-duty work, just like what pickup trucks were meant to do. If you simply don't need the torque of a diesel engine and would enjoy some high-horsepowered sportiness instead, Kia also has you covered. This time, it's the gasoline-powered 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4, borrowed from their sister company, Hyundai. Does this powertrain sound familiar? Well, that might be because this is the same engine you'll find under the hood of the highly acclaimed Sonata N-Line sedan. In the Kia Tasman, this capable engine produces 276 horsepower, plenty enough to get you and the cargo at the pack to your destination in a hurry. All engines will come paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission on launch, and we hope Kia also comes out with a manual version a few years into the production run. But perhaps the most interesting Kia Tasman powertrain that will be on offer is the all-electric model. This F-150 lightning-conquering beast will be built on the eGMP platform, a shared architecture used in the latest crop of EVs from both Kia and Hyundai. What sets the eGMP platform apart from other skateboard-style EV architecture is the use of its compact power electric system, which uses multiple components like a liquid-cooled battery back between the front and rear axles, a silicon carbide semiconductor-equipped inverter, and an oil-cooled electric motor at the rear with a second motor for the front axle also being available. With the Tasman being a pickup truck with its main focus on capability, we have our bets on it coming with a dual-motor configuration that drives all 4 wheels. The combined power output will exceed 500 horsepower with a monstrous 590 foot-pound of torque also on offer to get you up to speed in an instant. Range is one of the main talking points when it comes to EVs, so if Kia wants to make an impact in the electric pickup truck department, a decent range is a must. Luckily for us, the Korean automaker has played its cards right and has equipped the Tasman EV with a massive 123 kilowatt-hour battery pack that has been built on top of an 800-volt architecture that enables 250 kilowatt DC fast charging. What does this spell for the Tasman EV's range? When the battery is topped, you'll be able to go a massive 280 miles or 450 kilometers on a single charge. And when the juice runs out, it will take mere minutes for you to top the battery back up and be on your merry way. Now that you know all about what will power the upcoming Tasman, let's take a moment to look into its capabilities. Riding on a body-on-frame platform, this new pickup from Kia will be just as capable off the beaten path as its more established rivals. The dimension will also be identical to its rivals, with the Tasman being 212.59 inches in length. Towing capacity is also impressive and ranks the Tasman among the best performers in the midsize segment. While rivals from other brands like Toyota, Ford, and Chevrolet can barely tow 7,500 pounds, the towing capacity of the gasoline and diesel-powered variants of the Tasman maxes out at an impressive 7,716 pounds. The Kia loses some of its capability if you switch over to the electric powertrain though, as the towing capacity drops to 7,495 pounds, which is not as impressive as the 10,000-pound towing capacity of the F-150 Lightning, but starts to make sense once you consider that the Tasman is a midsize pickup while the F-150 Lightning is a heavyweight in the full-size pickup truck category. While most rivals tend to go down the traditional route when designing the exterior of their pickups, Kia is going against the grain in their first attempt at entering the truck market. Kia's signature tiger nose grille will sit proudly up front, while the two LED headlights will sit vertically on either side of the grille, making the fascia unmistakable. Two recessed fog lights will sit on the front bumper, but unlike other pickups where they will still sit higher than usual, adding to the theatrics and making the Tasman look bolder than anything else out there for sale right now. Unlike the rounded and bulbous bodyline of the Ford Ranger, the Tasman will incorporate a Jeep Gladiator-esque boxy exterior with squared-off wheel arches and flared-out fenders, making it stand out on the off-road trail and the highway alike. The boxy design carries over to the rear with a wraparound rear window and blocked-out tail lamps, making this Kia look more in tune with nature than anything else the company has put out so far. The Tasman might be a far cry from the Soulster pickup truck concept that Kia teased 14 years ago. The Soulster was essentially a Kia Soul with its back chopped off, while the Tasman is a pickup truck through and through. And if all the teases we have seen so far indeed come true, this will run away with the title of being the most handsome midsize pickup truck on sale as soon as it hits dealership floors. Compared to the brawny exterior, the interior of the Tasman is far less dramatic. Taking inspiration from Tesla, Kia has decided to go down the minimalist path, with clean lines and simple design elements making the passenger compartment a far cry from what the competitors have on offer. Kia has one of the best infotainment systems currently on the market, and there is no doubt that the Tasman will have one of the same impressive suite of technology at its disposal. A dual panoramic 12.3-inch curved display, the first in the midsize segment, will sit proudly up front, flanked by cork inlays that show off this truck's environmentally conscious ambitions. One 12.3-inch screen acts as the main infotainment display, while the other takes care of gauge cluster duties. The infotainment screen will be kitted out with all the latest bells and whistles: Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, 360-degree surround view camera, you name it. There will be plenty of wired and wireless charging spots and a banging audio system to keep the drivers and passengers entertained. Speaking of passengers, the Tasman will comfortably seat 5 people, and looking at Kia's impressive record of maximizing interior space, don't be surprised if this becomes the most spacious midsize pickup on the scene. Pickup trucks are the fastest-selling vehicles on the planet right now, and the demand reflects this. Ford can't seem to keep up with the demand for hybrid Ford Mavericks, and the Toyota Tacoma is on several months of backorder. The story is the same for other compact and mid-sized trucks out there, making this the perfect time for Kia to enter the truck game. The Ford Ranger, Toyota Tacoma, Nissan Frontier, and Jeep Gladiator will be the main rivals of the gasoline and diesel-powered versions of the Tasman, while the electric variant virtually has no competition currently. There's been no word on the final price just yet, but Kia, having been a budget-conscious brand throughout their history, we think this will be one of the most competitively priced pickups around. When it comes to the production of the Tasman, most of the initial units will be produced at the Kia plant in Hwaseong, South Korea, and be exported to other regions of the world. As time goes on, the Tasman will start production in other regions of the world, most notably Australia. There will be a slight hiccup in bringing the Tasman to North America, though, as the so-called chicken tax that was initiated back in the 70s is still in effect. This tax imposes a 25% tariff on light-duty trucks brought over to the United States from other regions of the world, which can drive up the price significantly. No matter what, all initial signs point toward the Tasman being destined for greatness. What do you think about the upcoming Kia pickup truck? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to learn more about another Japanese rival that's about to hit the dealerships.